TEKE test to find out if he's been having sex with men. All this and more on today's Steve Wilkos Show.
I'm not gay and I'm not bisexual, even though I may have had the thought.
Do you believe your husband's either bisexual or gay?
Yes.
I have not been with anybody else since I said I do.
You don't open up to your wife to tell her the truth. That's what's going to cause the destruction of your marriage.
Before we were married, I was with 3 or 4 other guys.
4? You told me it was a one-time thing.
Wow, you took this lie detector test. Now, how many times did we give it to you?
I think 3.
3 times. No.
I may have talked to him, but I have not been with anybody.
I went 3 votes.
Georgina says that she got 2 kids with me. It's kind of hard to believe her because she was prostituting.
You're going to bring up my past? Explain what?
Still prostituting. You're
Still
never going to stop.
prostituting. I would never bring my kids to that kind of environment.
Okay. Do you think that these kids are yours?
No.
Look at them. Really?
She's a liar.
I want to prove to him that these are his kids, yes. Our intimacy dropped to not having sex at all. If he's not getting it from me, he's getting it from somewhere.
So you're going to just tell her the truth straight out?
Yeah. I brought you here today to tell you.
I'm done. I'm done.
He's saying he's confessing, but he wouldn't take a lie detector test.
I am not taking a lot of this.
Stephen, why are you here?
To prove to my wife that I haven't been with anybody since we've been married, that I'm not gay and I'm not bisexual, even though I may have had the thoughts.
You have homosexual thoughts?
Right. Before we were married, I was with a guy.
Dating or?
While we were dating, yeah.
While you were dating your wife, you were dating a man or
No.
just having sex with him?
It was just oral sex with him, and it was one time with him. And then, we went to his house. I had no clue before we went there. And then...
you didn't have a clue about what?
Him being gay.
Oh. So you're like 2 guys hanging out.
Right.
Next thing you know, hey. What's going on? I'm confused.
She left. We were both really young. She was like 18, I was like 20. And then, so she broke up with me after she found out. We were broke up, 3-4 weeks, something like that. And then we just started
during
talking.
that breaking up time, you didn't go back to the guy's house?
Didn't go back with him.
Right, just making sure.
No, didn't go back with him. And we got back together. We've been dating. We've been together 9 years, married 5 now. The 2 kids, 2-year-old and 4-year-old. And then, I guess it was about a month and a half ago, I started having thoughts again and was talking to a guy online and started texting him. Had plans to meet up with him, but never did. And then she found the text message and confronted me on it.
So you were planning on having an affair?
Right.
And why would you be doing that? I mean, are you happily married?
Yes, very happily married. Love my kids to death, love her to death.
So it's more of a... Well, because if you're in a committed relationship, it doesn't matter if you're going to be with a woman or a man.
Right.
If you're going to have sex with somebody else, you're cheating, right?
Right.
So out of the blue, you haven't had homosexual thoughts for 10 years, and then...
There was like 3 or 4 other guys within, before we were married. Everything was before we were married.
Now, isn't it a possibility that maybe you're bisexual?
No.
No, not...
I've had thoughts, but I don't think I am.
And the audience votes no. So why are you trying to hook up with another man? I mean, listen, if you are bisexual, like I always think you are born to whatever you are.
Right.
If you're homosexual, you're homosexual. If you're heterosexual, you're heterosexual. I don't think you determine that.
Right.
It's in you. And if you're bisexual, maybe that's just what you are, and maybe you really need to, listen, I know you want to protect your marriage, but if these feelings keep coming out and that is what you are, wouldn't you want to say, well, maybe I need to deal with this issue?
I'm trying to work on it. I've been wanting to go to counseling. I've been wanting to talk. I've been wanting to work on the marriage. But I want to be with her. I want to be at home. And
you want to keep your marriage together.
Yes.
Now,
and
your
I want
wife...
to prove to her that since we've been married, I have not been with anybody else.
Girl or guy?
Girl or guy. Even with that guy, I didn't meet with him. When she found the text message, it'd been like 3 or 4 days.
What stopped you from meeting with him?
She had found the text message, but...
Oh, okay. Come on, man.
It had also been like 3 or 4 days since I even talked to him or texted him or anything, so I didn't even have anything confirmed.
So the only reason why you didn't meet him was because your wife busted you?
Yes and no. I mean...
Yeah, you don't...
But like I said, I hadn't talked to him for like 3 or 4 days, so there was nothing even
But the
set in
intent
stone.
was you were going to meet with him.
The original intent.
What do you think would have happened if you would have met the guy?
I have no clue.
No. I think I have a clue. Did she throw you out of the house?
Yeah.
So you've been out of the house
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
We still talk, though.
And how old are your kids?
2 and 4.
Why risk being with anybody else but your wife because of those two right there?
I'm sorry for it. I've apologized for it. I don't want to be with him. I want to be with her. I want to keep our marriage together. I want to be a family with the kids.
And you're going to stop with the online stuff?
Yes.
All right. So you're hoping that you took a lie detector test.
Yes.
You're hoping that you pass this thing.
Right.
That your wife says, okay, I'm going to give you another chance.
Right.
And she'll take you back.
Right.
All right, here's your wife, Stephanie. Let's bring her out.
4? Oh, gosh, you told me it was only 1. I believed you.
I'm sorry.
You
It was
told
while
me
we
it
were
was a-
dating.
You told
And
me
I've
it
told
was a
you about it.
one-time thing and that you were just experimenting, and I believed you.
I told you about it. You have asked me about it. I told you about those other 3 guys. I told you while
No,
we
you
were dating.
haven't.
Yes, I have.
We have 2 kids together, and you're busy looking for another guy instead of worried about where your family's going to live or what job you're going to have.
Wow, you took this lie detector test. Now, how many times did we give it to you?
I think 3.
3 times. No.
I may have talked to him, but I have not been with anybody.
I want 3 votes.
So you're going to just tell her the truth straight up.
Yeah.
He's saying he's confessing, but he wouldn't take a lie detector test.
I am not taking a lap.
If you don't open up to your wife and tell her the truth, that's what's going to cause the destruction of your marriage.
I want to be with you and the kids. I want to prove to you that I have not been with anybody else since we've been married.
If you're gay or bisexual or whatever it is, I can't change it. I'm a woman. I'm always going to be a woman.
I know that.
So if you need a guy, you need to go somewhere else, and I need to
No,
move
I
on.
want to be with you. I don't want to be with him. I don't want to be with any guy. I want to be with you.
You didn't want to be with me when you were online?
I want to be with you. I had the thoughts pop in my head again.
She's asking a fair question. At some point, when you were typing away on that computer, saying, yeah, let's hook up, you wanted to be with that guy for a certain amount of time.
Right.
So let's reverse roles here for a second. What if you found your wife texting another guy saying, let's hook up?
I'd be
Let's
upset
meet at a
about
hotel. You'd be devastated, right? So whether
But
it's
if she didn't go meet him and
Only
we'd sit
because
down
he
You got
busted her?
busted. The second I found those text messages in that phone, without saying anything about the text messages, I'm like, so on Tuesday, you said you had class at 6 o'clock. And I'm like, so you have to leave at 5. And you're like, yeah, I have to leave at 5, so I'm there by 6. And then I confronted you and asked, well, why does it say that you don't have class until 7? And then I find your school notebook written on the front that class don't start until 7. And you had been lying to me for
'Cause I go and
5
do my
weeks already.
homework.
For 5 weeks?
I go and do homework, and I have been on campus every single day. You can ask anybody
What
on
What were you
campus.
doing on
Okay,
campus? Were
if
you using
that's-
that time to
No,
get
I
online?
was not. I
Hold
was
on.
doing homework.
Okay, if you're doing homework, why do you have to lie? The only time people lie is when they're up to no good. Okay, when you find this text message, what were you thinking?
I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked that he could be so manipulative to go behind my back and not show any signs of lying to me, and that it came so easily for him to lie to me. It makes me wonder what
And the
else he's lied to me about.
and truthfully, lying about what time you have to go to school.
Right. There's no reason to lie to me. I'm not like, no, you can't go.
Do you
no,
believe
you
your
can't.
husband's either bisexual or gay?
Yes,
You do.
I do.
And if he is bisexual or gay, I mean, bisexual you might be able to deal with, right? I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth. But being gay, certainly that would be a harder issue to deal with because
Right.
that would mean he wouldn't be attracted to you.
Exactly.
And I am attracted to you. I want to be with you, and I want to be with the kids.
But if you don't open up to your wife and tell her the truth, you're going to live a life of a lie. And who wants to do that? No matter, as much as it hurts, if this is what's inside you and this is who you are, and if you tell her the truth, maybe she can come to a point of understanding that.
I would have much more respect for him if he could just tell me
The floor is
he
yours.
wants to be a guy or whatever so that I can move on with my life. And my kids are young enough right now that it'll be an easier transition rather than waiting another 5 or 10 years where they're teenagers and are like, well, why is dad seeing this guy? Or
Right.
I don't want to be with him. I've had thoughts, yes. but I want to be with you. I want to be with you. I love you, and I want to be with you and the kids, and only you and the kids. I don't want to be with anybody else.
But again, if this is just the thoughts that are in your head and this is you are attracted to men, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you're really going to make your marriage work, I think you have to really deal with it in an open and honest way, because she's saying, hey, if that's the way you are, I'll give you a chance, we'll work through it. But if you keep denying it, and you start sneaking around and trying to act out on these impulses, that's what's going to cause the destruction of your marriage.
In
You
all
know what I mean?
honesty, I really care about him, but I want him to be just as happy as I can be. And if he can be happier with a guy or somebody else, then that's what I want for him.
I want to be with you. I am happy with you.
Wow, you took this lie detector test. How many times did we give it to you?
I think 3.
3 times. No.
I may have talked to him, but I have not been with anybody.
I want the results.
Georgina says that she got 2 kids with me. It's kind of hard to believe her because she was prostituting.
I want to prove to him that these are his kids, yes.
Wow, you took this lie detector test. How many times did we give it to you?
I think 3.
3 times. No.
I may have talked to him, but I have not been with anybody.
I want the results.
He obviously did something wrong with trying to hook up with somebody else. If he wasn't trying to hook up with anybody, he just came to you and goes, yeah, I sometimes fantasize about men. Could you work through that?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, well, let's go to counsel. You know, you haven't stepped out. Let's go to counseling. Let's see
Right.
what,
Okay.
you know, if we need to talk about it or.
Okay.
And I've told her I want to. If, thoughts ever pop in my head again, I want to come to her and tell her about
Instead of popping
right,
up
instead
on
of
the computer.
going online or whatever.
Right. Do you want me to read these results, or do you want to just say, you know what, let's work on this?
No, I want the results.
Anything you want to tell her?
I have not
If there's
been.
something to tell me now.
There's not. I have not been with anybody since we have been married. I promise you that.
All right, you took a lie detector test, Stephen, and we'll read the results now. Since being married to Stephanie, have you engaged in sexual touching with a man? Since being married to Stephanie, have you ever had oral sex with a man? Since being married to Stephanie, have you ever had sexual intercourse with a man? He answered no to all 3 questions, and he did not tell the truth.
I did. I have not been with anybody. I'm telling you, I have not. I have not been with anybody. Come here, please. I'm telling you, come here, please. Please, come here. I have not been with anybody since we have been married. I'm telling you, please look at me.
Don't touch me.
Please. I have not been with anybody else since we've been married.
Get away from me.
Here's the problem, Stephen. I think you have been untruthful to your wife, and the fact that she busted you with the online stuff, how can she believe you now when you fail the lie detector test?
I haven't been with
you know what?
anybody. Since we got married in 06, I have not been
You know
with
what?
anybody.
I don't know.
I may have talked to him, but I have not been with anybody.
Okay. See, more pieces keep falling out. You know, it was 1 guy, now it was 3 guys.
And
Maybe
I told her
talked to
about the
guy.
other 3 because she confronted me about it.
Listen.
She said, truthfully, how many have you been with? And I told her.
You're on the stage, and you're admitting that you have lied to her, you have deceived her, you haven't told the truth about a lot of things. So is she really supposed to believe that, wow, you took this lie detector test, and how many times did we give it to you?
I think 3.
3 times.
Back to back to back to
Back
back.
to back to back. And you failed back to back to back.
I want to work on this, and I want to be with you and the kids.
No.
I'm telling you, since we have been married, I have not been with anybody else since I said I do.
We can't work it out. He wants to be with a guy.
No,
I'm
I
a
don't.
woman. I can't change that.
I don't want to be with a guy. I want to be with you. I want to be with you.
Well,
You may
know what?
want to be with me, but in your mind, you want to be
No,
with somebody
I don't.
else.
I want to be with you. I want to go
Well,
and
you know
work
what?
this out. Come with
You know
me
what,
and help
Steve-
me,
You know what,
please.
Stephen? I'm telling you right now, I think your wife loves you, and I think she's hurt right now. Maybe she would give you another chance. But that chance will only start if you are honest. And you need to start telling her
Go and
the
talk
truth.
about it, please. I want to be honest with you.
So are you admitting you've been with somebody else then?
No, I have not been with
Well,
anybody
then
else
what are you
since
going to
we've
be
been
honest
married.
about if you're saying...
I told you.
Okay,
I was with
listen,
3 or 4 guys.
listen.
I told you that.
Listen, he's saying he wants to be honest with you.
I
don't know
want
if this
to.
is a conversation you have in front of my cameras, I feel sorry
we
for
go
you.
and talk about
and not because he's confused about his sexuality. When you found that he wanted to be with somebody else, that has to hurt, whether it would have been a woman or a guy. It doesn't
Right.
matter. When your spouse wants to be with somebody else, you feel like, what's wrong with me? Go back there, be honest, and save your marriage. Can you do that?
I can.
Go back there.
Georgina says that she got 2 kids with me. It's kind of hard to believe her because she was prostituting.
I want to prove to him that these are his kids, yes.
So you're going to just tell her the truth straight out.
Yeah.
He's saying he's confessing, but he wouldn't take a lie detector test.
I am not taking a lot.
Georgina and Hank have 2 daughters. Hank believes they are not his because of Georgina's past as a prostitute. Georgina is furious that he is denying their children and is here to prove him wrong. Take a look.
Georgina says that she got 2 kids with me. One is 4 years old, one is 1 year old. And it's kind of hard to believe her because she be running around with her little pimp boyfriends. And after she got pregnant with my first child, I found out she was prostituting and doing all types of in-the-way stuff. She told me she got an abortion. About a year later, she called me telling me the child is mine when she down on her luck. Just real mind-boggling. I need to find out what the truth is. I'm tired of going through all the drama with her for all these years, 5 years and 2 kids, and it's too much for me. My 4-year-old, me and her got a bond. She called me daddy. She always runs to me every time she see me. And my youngest one is 1 year old. I only seen her once. I don't really have a bond. And I don't believe she mine. I'm always worried about my kids. I don't know where she's at, what the kids is doing. The way she act, I think she could be prostituting my kids around.
Georgina, I see that you're very upset from watching the tape. Why is that?
Because how dare he bring up my past? People change. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did what I had to do for my kids. I wasn't getting no help from nobody. Pimp boyfriends, he can kiss my ass with it. He really can. You know what I mean? At least I fed my kids and I did what I had to do for my kids, okay? People change. I done got saved. I'm a Christian now. I'm trying to look for a job, but right now I'm living welfare check to welfare check. It's hard for me to get a job. I have a criminal background. I have 1,000,001 tattoos. It's hard. Yeah, I messed up in my past. Fine and dandy. But for him to say something like that and bring that up, the whole entire time that my 4-year-old has been alive, when she was first born, when she was about 6 or 7 weeks, he had bought her Pampers and stuff like that. That's when he had first met her. I would say a couple of months. That's when he had first met her. Fine. I did the selfish thing the first time and took her away from him. I was with
Your
somebody else.
4-year-old.
Yes, I was with somebody else.
But it's Hank's daughter.
It is Hank's daughter.
Okay. Just to back it up a little bit, you were a prostitute?
A while ago, yeah. I stopped a little over a year ago.
And how long were you a prostitute for?
Since I was 18.
So the first time you did it, was it terrifying? Was it?
It was. I threw up. I felt dirty. The shower wasn't helping. Nothing was helping. I regret my past. I wish I would have never did it. I regret it.
Hey, listen. You believe that you made a mistake, and I think it's a huge mistake. But you made the mistake and you stopped it, right? You're not doing it anymore.
No.
Good for you. And now, as you say, you're trying to live a straighter life,
Right.
cleaner life, especially for your kids.
Yeah, because I don't want my little girls
it's
growing up.
tough. It's tough. And how many children do you have now?
I have 3 daughters.
Okay, and 2 are Hank's,
Yes.
right? And you say you want to be with Hank.
No.
Oh, you don't
Not
want to be
after
with
all
him.
this stuff that we're
Not
going
after
through?
just
No.
what recently, but
No.
you were trying to patch
I'm
things
tired.
up.
I was trying to, but it seems like when he does not get his way, he wants to act like a child, and I'm tired. Then after what I just saw, oh God, no, he can kiss my white ass.
Now, your youngest daughter, that you told him that you were going to get an abortion with.
I did tell him that after told him that I got it.
But I want to know, has he ever met that child?
He did. When I called him, we wound up meeting up, went down to his house and hung out for a little bit or whatever. But the thing is, he didn't even hold her. He told me that the reason why is because he don't want to grow that bond with her and have me take the kids away from him again. I won't take the kids away from him again as long as he does the right thing and he stops all this drama. He tells me I'm full of drama. He needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror.
And in your mind, is there any doubt that they're Hank's kids?
My oldest, it was before, and me and him had discussed that when everything first happened, but now there's no doubt in my mind.
Why are you here today? I mean, you don't want to be with Hank, you said, because of what recently just transpired.
Right.
So why are you here today?
I want to be here because I want him, every time we get into an argument, it's always maybe his kids and this, that, and the third.
And you want to prove to him,
I want to
once
prove to
and for
him
all,
that these are his
your
kids, yes.
Okay, let's bring Hank out then. Let's bring him out.
Really? 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 You're going to bring up my past? But look, at least I was feeding my kids and doing what I had to do for myself. You was out here living off of your other baby mother, begging for her, and when she didn't give it to you, what would happen? What would happen? My kids would do it out, right?
Listen,
my kids would
let
do
me
it out,
explain
right?
something to you.
Explain
you
what?
still prostituting, you a ski whore,
I'm
you
still
never gonna stop.
prostituting.
Hold on 1 second. You really have a problem with her being a prostitute, right?
Yeah, bro,
It's my
kid,
past.
around my
Around your
kid.
kids? I was never
Hold
around
on.
those kids.
Hold on.
Never.
Hold on.
Never. I would never bring my kids into that
Hold on.
kind of environment.
Okay. Do you think that these kids are yours?
No,
Look at them. Really?
she's a liar.
If I hadn't called Steve, I still would be sitting at home clueless.
I am not taking a lap.
Do you think that these kids are yours?
No,
Look at them. Really?
she's a liar.
If you have such a problem with her past and everything else, why'd you sleep with her?
Because it was there at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna hold you.
You want to
But-
say?
and I had
Hold
no
on. Hold on a
people,
second. You're there. You know she's a prostitute at the time. You
Right.
sleep with her, but then you're going to throw it in her face when you don't like it.
When she's around her kids doing it, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It do,
you
man,
you have a
see?
problem with it, but you're okay with sleeping with her.
Man, I'm alright with sleeping with her. I definitely am. I definitely am.
So basically what you're saying is you're a hypocrite.
If that's what you want to
Basically, what
say.
he's saying is he.
What
the
is
hell
doing it
he
around the
said?
kids?
That was never around these kids. That was never around these kids.
I'm not gonna knock you for doing it.
What proof do you
but
have
don't
that
do
was
it
around
around
the
the kids.
kids?
You take
What
my
proof
kids
do
with
you
you while you
have?
run off with your pimp.
Because I took care of these kids by myself, by myself.
You
I had
run
to get
away.
my
That's
mom
why you
rent.
take care of them
I
by
had to get
yourself.
my mom
You
rent.
run away,
I had to
though.
pay
You
bills.
wouldn't
I
have
had
to
shit I
if you
got to
did the
do
right
myself
thing.
with my kids.
Hold on.
That's you.
Do you give her money for your kids?
All the time. See, she
All
wants
the
to take
time.
by
Steve,
herself.
let me tell you something.
Listen.
Let me tell you something. Since I've been home in August, he gave me $100 one week, $75 next week.
No matter. Do you think that these kids are yours?
I hope they is mine. I love them. But
Okay, so
How you
love-
gonna say you love you haven't even held her?
Wow.
Hold on a second. You say you love these kids,
Right.
and do you believe that they're yours?
No.
I know you have some doubt.
No.
Okay.
Look at them. Really?
She's owning up to the fact that she's made mistakes in her life. If she's so terrible for being a prostitute, you're a man that sleeps with prostitutes. So, and basically, you're no better than her.
I'm never no better than nobody else, Steve.
Okay. Is she a good mother?
No.
She's not a good mother.
No. Her kids know how to do the cat daddy. They don't know how to say the ABCs.
So who's lying here? She's saying you don't do anything. You're saying, oh, I do everything.
She lying. Real talk.
DNA test
Right.
on your 1-year-old. Do you believe the child's yours?
I believe the 1-year-old man.
The 1-year-old.
You just said you didn't.
You don't seem to own up to any of your own actions. Do you want the child to be yours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, Hank, you are the father of 13. The 4-year-old, you have doubts on whether you're the father. Oh, she's a beautiful little girl, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you have doubts that you're the father of that little girl?
Yeah, I do, but
Okay.
And I told you earlier, it can look.
You said
there was
it
a
might-
chance.
there's a
There's a
chance.
chance.
I understood that though.
So either way, there's nothing I can do about it.
Hank, you are not the father of Georgina's 4-year-old. I just got a lot to. I mean, it's got a lot to take in. Hank, I want you to tell me, what do you want from all this? What do you want from Georgina? What do you want from this situation?
I want her to just chill with me in the situation, all the arguing, all the I just want to be there for my daughter. I'm going to still be there for the 4-year-old because I love her. She mine. But in the same note, I'm tired of all the arguing, the fighting, and all the with her. It's ridiculous.
Now, you're tired of the arguing and fighting and everything else, right?
Right.
Then when
Okay.
you don't get your way, then when you don't get your way, then stop it with me.
Georgina, listen. If you are both of you are going to have problems if you can't be civil to each other,
Right,
right?
Steve?
this is not going to be good for your kids. You have to, and you too, Georgina.
Right.
You got to keep it in check a little bit. Yeah. Will you help her?
Yeah, I help. I'm gonna help anyway, but she ain't gonna change.
And are you going to change?
If she changed,
if she changes,
So much.
I'm not gonna deal with nobody acting like her.
My past, I've changed so much, and I don't get credit for nothing that I've done.
and I hope, and for your sake, you say you want to take care of your kids. I don't know if this is going to change. And really, it's your kids that are going to suffer, and that's too bad. I hope you'll call us and let us know how you're doing. But that's all I can do. Good luck to you. So you're going to just tell her the truth straight up.
Yeah.
He's saying he's confessing, but he wouldn't take a lie detector test.
I am not taking no lie detector.
Jamal and Letitia have a son together, and as far as she knows, he has never cheated on her. But today, Jamal has a confession.
I called the show because I think my boyfriend Jamal is cheating on me. He stays out all times of the night, so I'm sitting at home all day, and he's out. We have a 13-month-old. I do everything for him. A lot of times, he's out of town. A lot of girls, I don't know, calls his phone. He says he's in love with me, but he does not come get into bed with me. Our intimacy has totally dropped from having sex every day to not having sex at all. That makes me think he's cheating. If he's not getting it from me, he's getting it from somewhere. He calls me every name in the book, calls me a bitch, he calls me a slut, just completely disrespectful. If he's cheated on me, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because that's all I know. That's my baby's father.
What's going on?
But see, I love that girl, man. Been with her 5-6 years. Have a 1-year-old son. But she been accusing me of cheating since we've been together.
Since you first started dating?
Since we first started
And
dating.
why does she accuse you of cheating?
Well, I do go out of town a lot, go back home. And I know a lot of females, so.
You're friends with a lot of females, and that makes her insecure, but you're saying they're just friends.
Yes.
Did you ever cheat on her?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
And how many times?
Now, about 4 or 5 times.
Oh, 4 or 5 times. Well, I guess she's got a good reason of accusing you then,
Yes,
huh?
she does, yeah.
Does she know that you cheat on her?
She knows of once, I told her.
She knows of once.
Yeah.
And was that a long time ago, or?
Yeah.
So you told her, she forgave you, but you're here today to what?
To let her know that I have been cheating. Instead of
Oh, you
taking a
have
lie
been
detector
cheating.
test,
And-
I'd rather tell.
Oh, so you were going to take a lie detector test, but you didn't take it?
No,
And why didn't you take it?
because I'd rather her hear it out of my mouth.
So you're going to just tell her the truth straight out?
Yeah.
And she can't hear it backstage, I'm assuming? Oh, okay. So she's going to come out and she doesn't know what you're going to tell her.
Okay.
Do you love her?
With all my heart.
With all your heart. It's the other parts that, you know.
I'm not cheating like as of now. I have cheated in the past.
When's the last time you cheated?
I've
And
cheated. It was about a year before my son was born.
And how long ago was that?
About 2 years. About
So
2
it's
years
been
ago.
2 years.
Yeah, since I have.
Okay, I don't believe you.
Okay.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's
Okay.
not true. You know
I understand.
that. Right.
Okay. Like-
Now, who called the show? Who wanted to come on the show and do this?
She called.
Yeah. What are you hoping? Yeah, I cheated on you 4 or 5 times and just stay with me, baby. It'll never happen again.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping.
And when was the last time you cheated on her again?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Maybe the reason why you didn't want to take the test is because you have recently cheated. And if you took the test, you could say, oh, yeah, baby, it was 2 years ago. But if we gave you a lie detector test, maybe it comes up and says, you cheated within the past 6 months.
Oh, nah, man. 2 years.
All right, so you're ready to go back and take this test now?
I don't want to take no later test.
All right, you've been with Letitia for 6 years, the mother of your child. Let's bring her up. She has been listening.
Tell me what's going on, Jamal. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? I love you. I want to be with you.
I love you too. I love you too, baby. Can you come
I
sit down?
want
Can you
you-
come sit down, please? Sit down. Can you sit down? Okay.
I want to be with you.
Okay. I brought you here today to tell you I love you. I know I told you I cheated on you once, and it's been 4 or 5 times. I apologize.
Really? 4 or 5
apologize.
times?
I want to be with you. I love you. We have a son together. I just want to start over. I'm sorry.
4 or 5 times, Jamal?
I apologize.
I'm not a bad-looking girl.
No.
I'm not a bad-looking girl. I keep the household straight. So when you come home from work, you got a hot meal, right?
Right?
When you come home from work, do you have to lift a finger?
No.
So you do this to me?
Never again.
I don't-
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think you deserve me.
I love you. I love you.
That's what I've been hearing the whole 6 years. You love me, you love me, you love me so much. But in all reality, you don't love me at all. You don't love me.
Give me time to show you. Can I show you?
I gave you 6 years of my life, and you cheating on me?
If you are sleeping with all these women, you're going back to her. Why do you allow her to get pregnant if you're just running around on her anyways?
See, I haven't ran around on her since you've been pregnant.
No,
Since she had
I don't want to get into that issue because that's
I'm telling
he
you.
wouldn't take a lie detector test.
Well, I'm telling
he's saying he's confessing, but what's he confessing to?
Well,
He's
I'm
confessing.
telling
Confessing to-
You're confessing to what you want to confess to.
Exactly.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Beautiful little boy.
Letitia, your mom's here. Let's bring her out.
You talking like, man, get up. You're not no man. You shouldn't even be sitting down. What kind of you cheating on her? I know you were cheating on her from day one, and I've been telling you, Keisha.
That's all right.
What kind of man are you? You've been 4 or 5 times. That's why you wouldn't take that lie detector test today, because you're still probably cheating.
If I hadn't called Steve, I still would be sitting at home clueless.
I am not taking a lot.
Why are you letting him do this to you?
He's the father of my child.
That doesn't mean anything. If he can call you all kinds of names in a book, treat you like crap, and then he's all cheating on you, but you can't go out the house.
You know,
Do go. He's calling me 10, 20, you know what I'm saying? He's calling me 10, 20 times.
You know why he's doing it?
While I'm gone.
You know
Because
why?
he think I'm cheating.
No. It's his own insecurity because he knows what he does. He's worried about what you're going to do.
Exactly.
Is there anything you
I'm
want to
sorry,
say to
baby.
Mother Child?
The mother, your first boy, your only boy.
I'm sorry. I love you. I promise I'll never do it again.
Whatever, Jamal.
Tisha, you know what? You better than this.
I'm done.
You better than this, honey.
I'm done.
Mom, I want to thank you for being on the show, and I want to thank you for being here for your daughter.
Oh, I'm
thank
always
Thank you very much. You can throw this. I want to thank you for coming on the show. I don't believe that you're being totally open and honest, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but we'll never know.
So he didn't want to take the lie detector
He did not
test.
want to take the lie detector test. But that offer is good. I know you guys are in town at least for tonight. So anytime if he changes his mind, we'll gladly put you on a box.
I want you to take the lie detector test. You know,
Listen,
you don't confess.
we can work this out. We
to
can work
me.
this out.
If I hadn't called Steve, I still would be sitting at home clueless.
Man, I am not taking a lot of pictures. Listen, I'm not going to do it again.
Take the test!
Nope.
Why?
What is it gonna hurt? I'm done. I don't even. Ooh,
I gotta say this. You're one of the smartest kids.
I am taking applications.
I mean, thanks for being on the show, and I hope some way, you know, at least treat her right. That's what I hope. Thanks for being on the show. Now, and it's got to hurt.
Oh, you know, I had a feeling. Everybody around us says, "Oh, I don't think Jamal's cheating." I don't. Look what comes out the closet.
Yeah, I don't think the closet's empty, though.
Oh, I don't think it is either.
I know you're hurt now, but a lot of times people patch things up. And I know you have a small child together.
Yes.
And so we're going to close the show now, and you pick a door, because obviously you have a very strong family, and your mom's here, and it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's the beginning. It's the beginning.
Okay.
I've been tied down for 6 years.
So there's Jamal, and there's